There are really three core steps that leaders can take to reignite what I call the lead by example behavior. You've already figured out that you know you need to make some clear foundations for the way forward, but you've got to be sure that you're going to cement those behaviors so that you can demonstrate the activities you want to see in others. There really is no more powerful thing than for a leader to walk the talk and be authentic in what they're helping and trying to achieve in the organization. And this is at home as well. And I think as leaders, we're not taught that we are a brand. As an individual, you're standing there, and it's a blend of your personality, it's a blend of your experience, and also a blend of the people that you have around you. So leading by example, the first thing that you need to do is you need to drop your GPS, I would say every 90 days, and think, what are the crucial elements, activities, values, mission, and operational things that we need to have in life and in business for this to keep on excelling at the pace that we want, whether or not you want to stay on top in a Champions League mentality, or you're growing your business and you're figuring out how to scale everything with fast-paced opportunities. The most important skill that you can have, number one, is to be able to pause and reflect. What is it that's working for you now? What elements worked for you really, really well before? What key things do you need to implement in the next category? And the last box I like to think about is if. If you don't make any changes and if you don't lead by example, what's going to happen? One of the greatest things we do is not what we say, but how we act. So once you've identified where you are in your GPS every 90 days, whether it's strategic, commercial, team, allowing yourself some personal family time, and hopefully by listening to this, you've put your own health and well-being back on the agenda. It's vital as a leader that you have the mental, emotional, and physical agility to deal with everything that you are in terms of your business, which means being able to brief people clearly, deal with stressful situations, and demonstrate how to stay calm in environments that can be challenging, not only for you, but also for your staff. So the first point to lead by example is understanding that you need to drop your GPS and make a roadmap of where you sit now and where you think you need to go. The second step is actually assigning tasks to those things and thinking, how am I going to demonstrate those actions? It's like a C-suite triangle. So we go from functional, operational, and strategic. Not only how are you turning up and showing up, but how are you contributing as a leader to take time to explain to people why this is important. Ingest and find the time to ignite the real why. Why do you need us to act like this? Why do you want to act like that? And what type of behaviors are crucial for you? Whether it's getting back to basics and paying attention to the bottom line, ensuring that people are actually bringing professionalism back into their communications. Is customer service your key focus? Or is it sales and looking at long-term relationships with clients that you've had for a really, really long time that need to be nurtured? What are the key areas that you need to work on, and what exact tasks demonstrate those activities? So you're taking your original idea of these are my goals for the next 90 days into an action-based list of these are the types of activities that will demonstrate these behaviors. And check in with yourself, is this the type of behavior, action, professionalism, and lead by example attributes that you want your teams? And not only that, how do you want your family and friends to support you during this time as well? We might be going through new projects. Do not assume that people know what's important to you. So be clear, have a strong purpose, and be prepared to sit down and show people the way. That means taking a little bit of extra time out of your day for briefing, attribution, and giving people context on where those goals come from. The third thing is encouragement, reward, and recognition. If we don't reward ourselves for the behaviors that we want to see in others, how do people know they're doing a good job? I like to call this the Gold Stars for Adults program. You've also got to reward yourself. It could be as simple as putting a sheet up on the fridge for your family that you've decided to really show that you are going to be a healthy, wealthy, and wise leader. So you're going to go walking every morning and your kids can give you a gold star. What activities are you going to demonstrate that you really care about? Activities not only on your commercial balance sheet, but also personally for you, your staff, those that are really important around you, and your stakeholders. So recognition, rewards, and understanding milestones are really important third pillar of getting your lead by example tactics nicely honed, that actually they become seamless. When we pick up habits and we do them on a daily basis, they become part of our lives. If the only thing I can leave with you now is to say, what's the one thing that's been eluding you? Spend 15 minutes a day on that one thing. It's the 1% rule. So to lead by example, if you spend 15 minutes a day focusing on that one thing you want to see in other people and demonstrating that clearly time and time out again, in 100 days, you're 100% better off. Let me repeat that. try the 1% rule. If there's something you really want to see in others, try leading by example for 15 minutes a day. You'll be 100% better off in 100 days, and you can't argue with statistics. So my biggest advice, first of all, figure out where you're at and where you need to be. Second of all, assign some tasks, actions, and demonstratable attributes that actually show what leading by example means. And then don't forget to recognize and reward the milestones you're ticking off and demonstrate that for others. It's really, really important that as a leader, you have to have that trifecta. Lead from within, lead by example, and then you've got a great foundation to lead others.